Can fight this track, this race is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll throw them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Sire scream, my setup's tight. I've bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, the sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Leadfoot TV. Engines in the dark, waiting to scream. Steel and thunder, born from a dream. Shadow talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. Nothing wait for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every left for war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Hawaii drive, that's what it's for. From the Sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pound, hear the countdown scream. You're trapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive. Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll float them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Sire scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I've paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of the server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. pixels collide, steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Leadfoot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame, we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame, we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires screaming sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Leadfoot TV. Engines in the dark, waiting to scream. Steel and thunder, born from a dream. Shadows tremble, the silence breaks. Power awakens, the ground will shake. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling and legends break through. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. The only way forward and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. 11 doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap's a war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roar. Crew whine and drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pound, hear the countdown scream. He's trapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Five Flags Speedway in beautiful Pensacola, Florida. It's time for the GARS Championship here at Five Flags. This is the Diecast Pro Shop 225. It is race number 11 out of 11. And Heath Rutherford is your pole sitter. Is your championship leader in the 98. He has to finish 21st or better to clinch the title, while Landon Brown, a runner-up, has to win and gain all bonus points to force a tiebreaker, which he could win. And Jordan Corinne is driving a throwback to Kevin Harvick's 2001 car, so that'll be interesting. This race is scheduled for 225 laps. There's 22.2 gallons of fuel left. And now we're going to get the starting lineup, I believe, right now. Yes, we are. So your pole sitter is going to be Riley Duncan, lined up next to Cliff Mullins on the outside in the 44. Row 2 is where you're going to find Noah C. Carter in the 83, lined up next to Dalton Creech in the 36 in 4th. Row 3 will find Tristan Trantham, lined up next to Heath Rutherford in the 6th. Keep an eye on Heath. Again, 21st or better, and he claims the title. In row 4, we're going to find Jordan Corinne rocking that throwback to Kevin Harvick next to Tim Trowbridge in the 74 machine in 8th. Row 5, we're going to find Jared Fowler in the 96, lined up next to James Darling in the 10. And as we go further down the row, I believe that is it. So, here we go, sorry. Row 6, we're going to find Jacob Brown lined up next to Landon Brown. Landon's got to win this race, so he's going to have a tough time coming up to the field. It's going to be exciting to see him come up to the field. Bryson Miller in the 17 in row 7, lineup next to Carl Prince in the 27 in 14th. Row 8 is where we're going to find Carson Klinghoffer lined up next to Roy Sprague in the 37 in 16th. Row 9 will find Stephen Gary lined up next to Austin Hobart. And row 10 is going to be Chris Norris, followed by Aiden Howard, as we are green flag racing here at Five Flags. As the cars get up to speed, as they're coming down the backstretch, we're going to take a look. Here is our leader, Mr. Riley Duncan, is going to jump out to the lead early on. And right behind him is going to be Carter. Noah C. Carter, excuse me, sorry. As they work lap number 3 here at Five Flags. A lot of, I was out here earlier. And I want to bring our producer, Mr. Tracy Brown, and my co-commentator for the night in now. Tracy, I was out here, and let me tell you, when you get into turn 4, it is slicker than Alstott.
It's still, I tell you though, Emmett, this right here happens to be one of my favorite tracks. I just absolutely love this track. I love the late model stock car, and I'm growing to love these drivers here in the GARS Racing Series. Or in the GARS Racing League. Look how many laps we've done, man. And all these number of cars here, about 20 have entered in, and a silky smooth finish so far. I don't want to jinx anything.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to thank y'all, Tracy, for having me here on Leadfoot TV. We work together on FWM Network, so I want to thank you and Landon Brown for having me on Leadfoot TV. And it's an honor to be here. What better way than being in a championship race to start by getting back in the Leadfoot TV. Called a couple races with the great Mr. Wesley Outland in the Leadfoot Racing League, which you can catch on Sunday nights, returning back in January. If you're interested, they are looking for drivers, I do believe, aren't y'all, Tracy?
Yes, we'll be entering in a new series or a new season. We'll be starting back up in January. Until then, starting December December the 4th, I think is what it is. I'll have to double check with that. But yes, we got the Super 5 series that we're going to run. We're going to take our top 10 point finishers, and we're going to run or simulate the old Hooters Pro Cup Series, Championship Series they used to have. We're going to be running with RDR, Ross Dalton Racing Series, his top 10 in points. And we're going to see if we can't crown a single champion out of 2 different leagues.
That'd be awesome.
And man, I tell you what, we've just got an absolute freight train of cars right here, just nose to tail. I mean, these guys are really running some good laps and are really kind of cutting each other a little bit of slack here. Looks real good. Bunch of beautiful cars out here as well.
Oh, yeah, beautiful looking schemes. Of course, I see the 17, and I believe that is a tribute to, well, not a tribute, but last year's Snowball Derby winner and the Crush 250 winner, my good buddy, Mr. Caden Honeycutt. Texas boy that, we've heard the rumors. Hopefully they're true about his truck plans. Did a great job filling in for Stuart Friesen. Almost came away with the title, but finished 3rd in points. So great job from Caden. But we're back here at Late Model Racing. And Tracy, you were talking about the Hooters Pro Cup Tour. That's something that a lot of these people, a lot of these kids and younger kids, they probably haven't seen before.
Yeah, and they probably haven't, because it's been years ago. Obviously, I'm getting on up in the age now, got a few gray hairs. But I definitely remember coming home on the weeknights every Thursday night. There would be either a North Series race or South Series race. I had my favorite drivers in each one. And, and I just could not wait. It was like a World Series type situation. They run the final 5 races were the North versus the South, or whatever you want to call it, the North Series drivers. And, man, it was just... And they ran northern tracks and southern tracks. So you had to really be a good driver and, really know how to set these cars up on the fly in order to finish and become a champion. And the late Bobby Gill, he just passed away earlier this year, I think. He was the number 5 car. He was my favorite driver in the South Division. And so anyway, just certainly hated to lose him. He was one of my favorite drivers growing up. So, like I said, it was like Thursday night football is now, but it was Thursday night on Speed Vision.
Yeah,
back when there was a Speed Vision. Yeah, it was actually Speed Vision when I was watching. Then it went to Speed TV and then FS1.
Speed Channel?
Yeah, Speed Channel. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh, I miss the Speed Channel so much because you had so many good shows. That's actually how I got into NASCAR and racing. Me and my dad started watching NASCAR Driver 360, and we started liking it and stuff. And that's how we got into NASCAR in 2005. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. But then you also had NBS 24/7, which was the Busch Series. And that's how, I remember Shane Mill, before he had his wreck and everything and became paralyzed, unfortunately. That's how I started following him and stuff. And Yeah, man. I mean, the good stuff, they just have to do away with it, apparently.
Yeah, from what I understand, Fox wanted to get into the broadcasting or have a sports channel, and it was just easier to go ahead and buy one out that was already established, and then it was to generate their own new programming and new channel and everything. So they just bought out Speed Vision, Speed TV, whatever it was when they got purchased. But I tell you what, man, we've got some pretty competitive racing going on here, Emmett. These guys,
Yeah,
I mean, they're mixing it. Well, not really mixing it up. They're being very patient. But, man, they were knocking down some laps here.
Yeah, definitely knocking down some laps, and Riley Duncan continues to lead. Noah C. Carter, excuse me, is just trying to find a way, but he just cannot find a way to get around him. That's a beautiful looking red and black and red looking scheme. That car looks mean right there, Tracy, for sure.
It definitely does. Yeah, it reminds me, that's the number that my brother drives in the Leadfoot series, so kind of gives me some ideas for painting him up a car. But that car is beautiful. And I really love that number 97 as well of Riley Duncan. That's a pretty car as well.
Yeah, it definitely looks like, if you look at it, it looks like something that you'd see at the local short tracks, with that scheme. I mean, it looks like, those wraps. Of course, the thing about where I'm at, we don't have much, well, if any, asphalt racing. It's all dirt. But, I mean, all those modifieds and everything and street stocks, they got those wraps right there. So, definitely looks like a sweet-looking scheme for Riley Duncan, and it's helping him pull out. I mean, this car in clean air, Noah Carter's just right there, but he just can't make the pass, Tracy. So,
yeah.
Do you think we're going to have a freight train, or do you think Noah Carter's going to get a little impatient and try to make that move early on?
Well, I think what Noah's doing is he just wants to kind of run his pace, especially early on. But he has found a way to make that car work down on the bottom line. As we see Dalton Creech there, he got a little squirrely. But yeah. I think if the slightest door cracks open from Riley Duncan, I really think that Noah Carter's going to kind of move in there, even if he has to kind of wedge himself underneath the fourth position there to be able to take the lead.
Well, like I was saying, Tracy, I got to give it to these guys because as we see right here, Noah Carter's going for the lead.
Yes.
Trying to get it.
Yep. I'm not sure if he can hold it, though, because you get that momentum on the high side.
Uh-huh.
And it's not a good idea, to really push it and really try to drive under there. Because to hold that lower line without being able to run up to the wall, you're really going to be scrubbing on the rubber on the right front tire.
Well, here's the thing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just going to say, it reminds me a lot of, we did a truck race last night at Richmond for FWM, and that was the thing that me and Scott were talking about. It seemed like the outside line, of course, Michel was using the bottom, and he was just fantastic on the bottom. But it seemed like everyone else, that outside line was the line that would rule overall. So it was very interesting, and seeing it here at Five Flags with these late models, these GARS cars are definitely showing that off as well.
They sure are. And that's one of the good things here about Five Flags is you're not necessarily limited to a one groove racetrack, and especially once you start putting down rubber in that second lane, it's going to be interesting to see just how well or how many lanes develop over the course of 225 laps here. So we may get a lot of side-by-side racing here towards the end of this race.
Yeah, I might have to sweet talk my wife and go into Pensacola and go into the Snowball Derby, because like I said, my family lives there, so it'd be cool to see that, because we're talking about going back to Florida, and I'd like to see that race just once.
Boy, it'd be a blast, especially the time of year that they put this thing on. I'm not exactly sure. When is that? Is it sometime in February?
January.
Is it January?
Is it February? It's either
I'm not
January or February.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's got to be warmer down there than it is up here. I can tell you that much.
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, you either got the Snowball Derby or you can go to the Chili Bowl in Tulsa, and that's real.
Well,
chilly.
why do they call it the Chili Bowl?
So
Is it-
they call it the Chili Bowl.
Is it for the chili or for the weather?
It's for the chili. Don't quote me on it. You know, you're gonna put me on the spot, and I'm gonna try to remember what it is. You know, I should know since I'm a native Okie. I believe the way they started it, it's been going on for years. It's you know, it's one of the most famous. Well, I think it's the most famous midget racing race in the world. But it's very interesting. I think it was I can't remember. I'm going to have to do some research. I'll come back to you on that, Tracy.
Okay, well, I've heard the Chili Bowl all my life, and I just assumed that it was somewhere cold, but I didn't realize that it was out in Oklahoma. So then that got me pondering. I mean, is it, you know, for the weather? Or, you know, like I'm sure they're known for their barbecue out in the Midwest. So I didn't know if they had a specialty item that they're known for, like chili or something.
So it was in the 1980s. In 1987, it was sponsored by a Tulsa company called the Original Chili Bowl. So that's why it's always been called the Chili Bowl. But that's cool. The promoter was Laney Edwards and Emmett Hahn. So Laney Edwards, I'll give you some history. There's a track down in Mesquite, Texas called Devil's Bowl, and that's where the World of Outlaws actually started. They actually started there. So this guy built Devil's Bowl, and they went and built Lawton Speedway in Lawton, Oklahoma. So anyways, that's how the Chili Bowl got its name.
Well, there we go. You can never tell what you may learn here on Leadfoot TV.
I know, right?
Yeah, as we see Noah Carter, he was trying to, he's got his nose in there, but I just don't think he's going to have enough momentum to be able to make the pass unless he moves up a half a lane and swaps a little bit of paint, but he's going to give her everything she's got. But I mean, man, look at Riley. He's running a clean line coming off these corners right up against the wall. There goes the bump. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. So that's going to be our first caution, and that's going to be our first blue line wash caution. I believe, did that say blue line wash? I believe it said.
Blue line soft wash, yes.
Blue line soft wash is our sponsor for our yellow flag. And it's a good time to read off our race sponsors. So we have Oval Burner Speed Shop, thanks to Carter Kroghan. Diecast Pro Shop from Jacob Brown. DC Design Graphics and Wraps from Dalton Creech. As we take a look at the replay, man, that could have just... Do you think that was netcode, Tracy?
I just think that was...
man.
That the 83 of Noah, more or less, just trying to get around, you know, and take the lead, and it was probably very, very slick on that right rear, and all it took was just a tap to just upset that car a little bit, and around they go. And man, I'm not even sure if anybody's going to be left out on the track right now. I mean, my goodness, look at pit road, boy.
Roy Sprague looks like he stayed out and gained the lead, and Derry's going to move into the...
Yeah, Riley Duncan, I think he stayed out as well. Or did he? No.
Chris Norris?
Yeah, Riley Duncan. He did pit. I'm sorry. Yeah, Chris Norris, James Daring, and Roy Sprague.
So let's keep an eye out on our championship hunt. Landon Brown has moved into the 6th position. But here's the thing, everybody. The Heath Rutherford in the 98 is currently not the 98. It is the 98, isn't it? Let's see. Where is Heath at? So
yes, it is. It is the 98. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So he's in 13th, rocking the Rocket City Trash Pandas on the front of that hood. So Let's
Oh, I
see.
didn't recognize that. How about that? I've got a Trash Panda's hood there. I think that came from, oh man, who
really?
was it? Andrew Grady was talking about, oh my gosh, how can I draw a blank on this? The guy that's on YouTube that runs Cars Series. Huffman, Landon Huffman, yeah. He said Landon should be playing for the Trash Pandas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so Huffman ended up making some T-shirts with the Trash Pandas on there.
Look at this. Chris Norris going for the lead, I believe. Yeah, Chris Norris going for the lead. So Norris goes to... That's Chris Norris in the lead, isn't it?
Let's see. Norris is into 56. He's a little
56.
bit way back.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is James Daring. You were commenting before how beautiful that car was wrapped in the American flag.
It's a Cadillac.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, if you look at the front hood, he's got a Cadillac emblem on there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Uh-oh.
And our second caution, our second blue line soft wash caution comes out. I'm trying to get it, you know, like MRN, the old MRN broadcast, you know, Barney Hall would be like, and now that'll bring out our second Service Master clean caution.
Well, let's see if we can. So my
44.
alert came a little bit late, so I'm gonna manually back this up here. We're right now looking at that would be the.
Oh
the
my
40.
gosh! Rutherford's in it.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Oh man, it started with the 96 getting into the back of Rutherford.
Oh my gosh!
If I can get this queued back up here. Look at the 96. He'll kind of tap into the back of the 98. Gets him a little bit squirrely. 96 gets a little squirrely. And then it's just,
right here.
well, that apparently that was just,
did it.
yeah, that was the 74 I saw sliding around there. And that
Just
was Tim
barely missed
Trowbridge.
Oh my gosh, that could have been monumental. That could have ended Rutherford's championship hopes right there. And look at the 3. He's right on the back of the 74. So take a look right
Like
here.
he was trying to run him around there, saying, hurry up.
I know, right? Rutherford actually moved up into 9th, so he restarted 13th and moved up to 9th. Wow. So that'll be our second caution of the day. It comes on lap 59. So we look at...
Oh, I forgot. I got
the
I'm sorry, I got the driver stats set to more or less operate like a ticker there, so...
You're good, man. I was reading it off perfect. I was getting it, Bryson D. Miller. Now...
Yeah.
I believe I heard that Bryson is the photographer for Caden Honeycutt.
I think so. You know, I do know, honestly, I should know this, but I'm not 100% sure. But being that he is running a Caden Honeycutt looking scheme, I would assume that he is the same guy that I've seen posting photos of Caden's car and his wins and everything. So let's see, old James Daring here, he held on to the lead after everyone else pitted, and he's still, right now, I think I'm showing him as being the only car that has not made a pit stop yet, as we're 61 laps into this 225 lap event.
But here's the thing, Tracy. All these caution laps is going to help him save some fuel as the Lucky Ducks Motorsport green flag back underway, and we are back green here at Five Flags.
Oh, boy, and
he got
look at
it. Big time. Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Landon Brown.
Yes. Those tires are showing up big time right now.
Yeah. And you know, I keep saying this, but remember at Richmond last night in the trucks, we saw the tire fall off, was unbelievable. So, I mean, I know Five Flags is bigger, and these are different cars, but yeah, those old Hoosier tires, they're when that fall off goes off, you can see as we take a look at our race details, going for 225 laps, 109 miles. There's going to be 4 sets of tires, no fast repairs, and we get 3 green, white checker attempts.
And I think that 0 fast repairs may explain a lot of the cleaner racing that we're seeing here, because nobody has a mulligan. And it also explains why everybody's hitting the pit road every chance they get, because they got 4 more sets of tires in the pits.
I also want to just add, Landon Brown is moving into the number 3 position from Triple B Racing out of Bailey, North Carolina. You know, it was such a cool moment being here at Leadfoot TV. What a cool moment to have y'all's logo on the front of a ARCA car at Salem.
It was. I still think back to that. You know, I've still got photos where Chris Golden, I'm assuming he wasn't able to secure a major sponsor, so he put Leadfoot TV on the hood of his car, much like what Landon's running today. And that was just an absolute big-time moment. And that was at, where's that at? Salem, Indiana? Is that right?
Salem, Indiana. Yes, I believe so.
Oh,
it was
my
weird
goodness.
because I texted him. I texted him and I was like, "Hey," I said, "How's it look?" You know, just wanted to see as we see Dalton Creech in second. Wanted to see what our logo looked like because that was my baby. I made that, you know. And
oh yeah.
He told me, he said, "I got a surprise. I'm going to surprise y'all tomorrow. I'll send you a picture." As we see a pass for the lead from Creech to Duncan, they're going to drag race it into turn 1. Now Creech gets the momentum into the third. Blue line soft wash caution flag out for the 3rd time on lap 71 of 225. See what it was. Looks like the 27 might have been involved. Have to take a look, and it looks like Roy Sprague might have been involved. Maybe Chris Norris in the 56. Great looking scheme right there. Kind of looks like the old me scheme from Talladega Nights is what I'm thinking.
Well, I'm going to cue this up. I'm not 100% sure this is it or not, because I'm not getting any definite alerts from the system,
right,
but wow,
gosh.
Yes.
Bryson Miller, oh my gosh.
And I'm not even sure who that was the 99 car.
Wow. The 99 of Hobart. Hobart, that's right. Because there's a town in Oklahoma called Hobart. It's pronounced Hobart, but it looks like Hobart. As now we see Todd Daring coming in for his tires and fuel. It's a good call because, I mean, the fall-off was unbelievable. But for the first time today, Tracy, we got a new leader, Mr. Jason Creech, right? Did I say that right?
I'm showing Dalton Creech. I think that's
Dalton Creech. I don't know where I got Jason at.
Yeah, the 36 car. Another beautiful looking car there. Looks like tiger stripes.
Yep, looking like tiger stripes.
I think we might even have some chrome going up there as well. I'm not sure if we can pick up the reflection or what do you call it, metallic paint for the orange. Maybe.
He's got a Cadillac also.
Oh, wow.
Another Cadillac. Wow.
You know, I've been seeing that.
With the Cadillac.
Yeah, I've been seeing that right much here lately, as far as the Cadillac goes. But, you know, you don't see them that much in real life.
Of course. You know, there was a time where NASCAR was thinking about getting another manufacturer. And, you know, the rumor for years was Honda. But, you know, it's going to be interesting. When we get to Daytona, we're going to have a new, as the Lucky Ducks Motorsports green flag is back underway here at Five Flags. And Creech got away from the field. That's the perk of having a single file restart. It now landed Brown under fire from the 29 of Corin, but Corin's under fire from the 21.
Oh boy. Yep. These guys are running down the wall. Looks like with all the sparks and everything coming off, looks like they're running a beach fire or something. With the sparks waving in the wind.
Yeah, I've never seen a beach fire, so I'm going to take your word for it.
Well, that's what it reminds me of anyway. The beach wind blowing those sparks all down. But you can see my nephew there, Landon Brown, in the number 5 car we've got.
And the 4th loose line soft wash caution flag comes out at lap 79.
And
I gotta tell you, Dalton Creek probably getting a little irritated seeing all these caution flags.
Again, I'm not 100% sure that this is the one, but I see Jacob Brown possibly was involved. We're getting ready to find out. Oh, man, that one to me.
What a save.
Yeah, that one to me really, really did look like, kind of net code. It was close.
That's a beautiful scheme, by the way. Johnny Morris would be proud of that.
Yeah, I'm a
But look how close. Once again, though, Rutherford, such a close call as Dalton Carter. I mean, not Dalton Carter. Noah C. Carter, excuse me.
See.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about.
It was close, but there was and he did pack some air up underneath the left rear, but he technically never touched him there.
Nah. And that's the thing about, a sim compared to IRL. Sometimes you're going to get that net code, and that's the bad thing. And, that's such a negative word. We don't use in iRacing much, but it does happen.
Yeah. It does.
It's the N word in iRacing.
Yeah. That's one thing you do not want to have happen.
Chris Norris up in 19th, doing a great job in the 56 machine. But Dalton Creech continues to lead, followed by Riley Duncan. And the thing was, Noah Carter, I don't know what happened to Carter as we see Chris Norris right here. Good looking shot of Chris from Loris, South Carolina. Razor Motorsports.
Sponsored by Wild Ops, and they sponsor a few of our races as well. So it's good to see him in here doing good.
Sponsored the Gen 4 series for FWM. Wild Ops, a great company, as the green flag is back underway here at Five Flags. And right off the bat, Dalton Creech gets another great restart. But looky here, Landon Brown under fire from Corin. Now Landon Brown's trying to get to Riley Duncan. All this going on, and that's allowing Creech to pull away. Landon Brown trying to think about how he can get around Riley Duncan. Oh, man. Dalton Creech hit the wall, it looked like, right there. Or maybe got way out to the outside. Oh, yeah, right into the wall.
Ooh.
But it made him faster, it looks like. And that's going to be our 5th caution of the night for the blue line soft wash. Caution flag waves once again on lap 85. Have to take a look.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I'm showing James Daring may be involved in this one. Oh, there's the 59. Oh, man, it comes down into the 25.
Woo. Bryson Miller hit the wall right there. Trying to avoid it, but Daring actually blinked out. And when he blinked out, that actually helped him. Because that could have been monumental right there.
Yeah. For sure. And but, it doesn't look like, well, I don't know. He's probably got some wheel damage or something like that. It's kind of hard to tell from the paint scheme the way it is. Kind of camouflages any kind of sheet metal that's bent.
I keep calling these guys by the wrong name. That is James Daring, not Todd Daring. I don't know where I got Todd at. But
Well, I'm sure there's a Todd Daring somewhere, and
okay,
he needs a
all right.
shout out as well. Well, I tell you what, let's take a quick look at our top 5 as they run right now. The 36 of Dalton Creech still out front. We got Riley Duncan, who is kind of nipping at his rear bumper right there, and Landon Brown, he has moved into 3rd position. And Carson Klinghoffer, hope I said that correctly there, Carson, in 21, running in 4th. And in 96, Jared Fowler is running in 5th position.
All this going on as we work lap 88 out of 225. And there's your running order, ladies and gentlemen, with James Darren going a lap down after being involved in that latest caution. Gary 2 laps down, and Norris in 19th, 2 laps down. This has been an interesting race so far, Tracy.
Yes, it has. I'm very surprised, honestly, with the quality of the racing that we've had. I think all of the restarts here have been single file. I have no idea, not unless I forgot to hit the live button. I'll make sure. Oh, man, I had the replay going. Emmett, man, you got to, poke me with a stick or something, man. We can't be missing any restarts.
You're good. You're good. We're back underway here live at Pensacola as we see right here as Creech is going to be able to get away from the field. Riley Duncan under fire. If Landon Brown can get up to Duncan, Landon Brown might have a chance, but he's going to have Rutherford is going to have to finish less than 21st, but I mean, even if he runs 19th, he's still going to win the championship.
Yeah, and we see the 96 of Jared Fowler. Oh, whoa. And Tim Trowbridge. Boy, they were getting ready to, I think, it looked like to me somebody was getting ready to mess up big time there, so I'm glad somebody thought twice about it anyway. Let's just say that.
Well, Tasman 2865 says on the stream, how about Trantham coming all the way from last to the top 10? Wow, what a job by the 59 machine of Trantham, getting all the way up to 9th. Unbelievable job picking them off one at a time. As we take a look further back, there is our championship leader, Mr. Rutherford. Taking a look right there. As we're going to get a shot of Tristan right here. Tristan working under the 4 of Howard, trying to get up to the inside, trying to make the move. And oh man, these guys are wheeling it really good. They're getting it's real loose out there. But now we see Trantham able to take the position away. Now Noah Carter is going to try to follow suit, trying to make the move under Trantham, but Trantham blocks him. Trantham's got his eyes set on Rutherford.
Yeah, and Cliff Mullins is kind of rebounded back into 44 car as well. He's moving back up into the mix here. I think he had a spin earlier on. Not 100% sure about that because there's been so much action going on here the whole time. And then what about the 83 of Noah Carter? He's moving back up here as well. I'm not sure. Well, I remember the paint scheme. I'm not sure if he was a victim of an incident or just kind of got caught up in a pit stop going wrong. But, oh boy, you can feel it's on. We're getting ready to hit lap 100 of 225, and you can already feel the tension starting to creep up just a little bit. And it's going to continue to get, the pressure's going to continue to build the closer we get to 225.
Yeah, definitely going to build up for sure.
Now, how about Landon Brown here? He's still hanging in third. He's going to try to do everything he can. He'll have to capture the win as well as any kind of bonus points in order to win the championship. But Heath Rutherford right now is running in 7th position in the 98 car. So I can't remember what that was. What Heath would need to finish back in 20th position or something. and
21st
Landon
or
winning.
better. But that's what I was going to ask Tracy. So that's what it said for Rutherford to clinch the title. But it also said that Landon Brown had to win the race to force a tiebreaker, which Landon Brown would win. So that's very interesting. So now Landon Brown can win the title if he wins this race. And right now he's sitting in P3.
Yeah. Yep, you're exactly right. Unfortunately, as we have a yellow flag come out, looks like I'm showing Bryson Miller may have had something to do with that.
Well, that will be our 6th blue line soft wash.
Bryson's Bryson in the 17 car.
Oh, yeah.
There's another little bit of net code there.
Definitely.
If you'll.
Yeah, he didn't even touch him.
Yeah, let's see if we can't back this up just a little bit here.
Like
get a close up.
That's
I probably need to get a better shot there on the 4. I don't know.
I think that might.
This right here should. Oh well, that was close. That was close. Yeah. So there.
Man.
Even though it didn't show actual.
Brown on pit road.
Oh yes, there. I'm pretty sure everyone's hitting pit road now. If they do like they normally did. Well, I thought I could get a good. Thought I could get a good pit road shot, but apparently we don't have a good camera there. We can see it on exiting.
And just want to say Charles Oberg has confirmed December 4th through the 7th is the dates of the Snowball Derby here.
Oh, okay.
I know Tasman 2865 is liking seeing Tristan Trantham up here in the lead as everybody's catching up to the field right here. Lap 107 out of 225. This has been a great race, Tracy, for sure.
It sure has. A lot of great driving going on here. And we're already on the 6th caution, but it certainly doesn't seem like it to me. All I've seen is some great racing. Definitely nothing out of the ordinary or, look, anything looks like someone's out of control. I mean, these guys, the only cautions that I've seen is just come from straight up racing.
Definitely. And as the pace car turns on that hard left, Barney the flagman is waving the Lucky Ducks green flag back underway here at 5 Flags. Look at old Tristan Trantham really get away from the field using that the advantage from the single file restart. But now Corin's trying to get to the 44, see if he can make that pass.
Yeah, Cliff Mullins here is, I'm not exactly sure where he started at now, but I know he was running back in the pack. But he has been on pit road about 4 different times, so I'm not sure if he had damage or if he's just switching tires or whatnot. Looks like, isn't that a Pontiac front end on that thing? You don't see those much anymore.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yep, CPO. Wow.
But man, he is really hanging tough out here on the outside against the 29 of Jordan Corin. But it looks like,
Throwback to Kevin Harvick's 2001 Atlanta win scheme. Such an iconic paint scheme is that 29 all white Gene Goodrich. Man, with the red spoiler, it just looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. It looked like to me Cliff Mullins might have helped Jordan get into that last corner there a little bit, helping him down the straightaway.
Just a little bit. So see right here, Work back
Yeah,
to the field,
we
take
see
the
Jacob Brown closing in right now on Mullins.
Yeah, definitely as we work lap 115 at 225. Don't ask me how many laps to go because I'm not that good at math, folks. Just letting y'all know.
Well, I think once we get to 50 to go, it'll start counting the other direction, so we won't have to worry about them. But I'm the same way. I'm not that good in math.
Yeah, as we see Tristan Trantham. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that name. I wouldn't think that I'm having a hard time saying that name. The Tasman loves it. He loves it, Tracy. He said, my man. Yeah. No, Tristan Trantham is really loving leading as Cliff Mullins blinking in and out. Jacob Brown trying to get up to Jacob Brown. That is awesome. Like I said, that is such a sweet looking car. And the orange number 3 really sets it apart. Is he a member of the Brown family, Tracy?
No, he is not. He was actually running with us over the Leadfoot Racing League there for a while. But it looks like Jacob has found a new home over here at the GARS League, Late Model Series, or Late Model Tour. But yeah, I can confirm no relation. But however, we haven't compared DNA tests, so there may be some connection somewhere on down the line.
Oh man, that's like me. I thought I was related to Sheryl Crow, but there's no relation. But I do. That is the craziest thing, though. I do have the cousin that his wife's name's Cheryl, so technically I'm related to Sheryl Crow.
There you go. Absolutely, that counts. That certainly counts.
But cousin Conway Twitty though, that was cool to hear that I was related to him. But anyways, that's another time for another story. As we see Jacob Brown trying to run down this top 3, and what a top 3! This race has been topsy-turvy as we see Landon Brown all the way back in 9th with Klinghoffer and Fowler and Rutherford.
Yeah, the 98 of Rutherford right now. He is running in 11th position, so he's only a couple of positions behind Landon. So Landon is really going to have to tighten up, and he's going to have to, wish something bad happens to Mr. Rutherford here. Or, not a bad wreck or anything, but, just blow a motor or something.
But don't catch on fire.
That's right. Yes, absolutely.
The car just automatically just stops and can't run anymore. But anyways, definitely. But here's the thing. This top 3 has not pitted yet. So when did they decide to come in, Tracy?
I would say you run it as long as you can and still be able to make pace, because you want to be able to go hard at the end of this thing and be able to make a charge, maybe get a 1 or 2 lap advantage on your tires towards the end of this race. It can make a difference when it comes to taking the checker flag.
Well, here's the thing. So Riley Duncan is running around. Let's see. Riley Duncan is right behind Jacob Brown. And let's see.
Yeah, Riley's in 5th position right now. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dalton Creech right there behind him. These guys, as he's like, car looked like a slow car further back. Oh, there goes one around, but we stay green. What a save. What a save. Jordan Corin going to go to the lead. Man, I don't know if I don't think Tasman's going to like seeing that happen to Tristan Trantham. But Cliff Mullins is right there on the back bumper, Tracy. Here comes Mullins trying to make the move.
Sorry, I just changed camera angle. As we have a caution. And
stop wash. Third caution flag waves for the 7th time tonight on lap 131, and we'll take a look and see what happened right here, why the caution flag came out.
Yeah. I see Jacob Brown has the end of the line penalty, so I'm assuming that
Wow.
he was involved in some way. So I'm gonna see if I can't get that queued up. I'm not sure if we may have to manually back it up. Yeah, because I think whatever happened has already happened here.
Yeah, taking a look right here. Let's see.
Oh yeah. So if you'll take a look at this, we have the 3 of Jacob Brown gets into the 36 of Dalton Creech. Ooh. I mean, he definitely got into him. It's just a matter of, well, and it does, just like with the car store, it doesn't matter if you intended to or not. It's just that you did it that would get you an EOL.
Yeah. Right there. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah. It wasn't hard, but it was definitely enough to send Dalton around.
Well, if we got time, also, I want to take a look, if we got time, about Tristan Trantham getting turned by Cliff Mullen. Was it Cliff Mullins or Jordan Corrin that turned him? I think it was Jordan Corrin, wasn't it?
You'll have to give me a moment here.
You're good. I was just talking about, I think it was right before the caution come out, because we saw Trantham going sideways.
Yep, and I was sitting here trying to see. I've got him, okay. Well, I'm showing, I do have his name here on lap 107, but I'm not 100% sure that that's it. Some of these events here, it's so hard to keep up, especially with all these different guys, and I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Maybe the restart got called off. They'll probably. So I just don't see any kind of events here for Tristan. But we'll wind it back real quick to lap 129, whatever, catch it back up to the pace car.
Here it is. This is it right here. Yep.
Oh, definite net code there. That was definite net code, and I'm sure that doesn't make Tristan feel any better.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we looked up and there was the caution flag. But yeah, as you take a look right there, I mean.
And sometimes when those net code issues happen, especially when you kind of get bumped out sideways and you recover, it's hard to, the software doesn't necessarily throw a crash event or let you know that someone's driving slowly. So you kind of have to go through here and manually find these things. We get a Lucky Ducks green flag is out. We got the 29 of Jordan Corrin taking in to the first turn. Riley Duncan coming up behind him here, and that's going to be an interesting battle. Earlier on, Riley was running up front all by himself, so
yeah,
we're going to have to see if he just kind of methodically came through the field, or if these
Riley
other guys have picked it up some.
Riley was dominating this race early on, and then it just seemed like once Dalton Creech caught up to him, Creech was the first one to pass him, because Noah Carter, if you remember, Tracy, he was trying so hard, and he finally tried to get under him, but he just couldn't make the pass. Once he got up to the corner panel, couldn't get enough side drive.
Yeah. Oh, man, I got to, again, commend these guys, because there's a lot of tight racing going on here, nose to tail. And they're putting down some laps. I mean, we're already on lap 140. But I still think this pressure's going to ratchet up a little bit. While we've got a little bit of a short break here, Emmett, just wanted to give a shout out to my buddy there in the chat, Mr. Charles Oberg.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Chooch. My man on the other end of the virtual couch on Friday nights. Over at 4 Wide Motorsports, we do a little broadcasting there as well.
It is legendary, folks.
He is that now. He is a natural.
I tell you, it was funny when we were asking who Tony, and I said, "Hey, that'll be out needs to watch the rest of your races," and he's like, "Well, she sat right next to me, and if I mess up, she slaps me in the head." Oh, Charles,
That's
we love
one
you,
way to keep you driving straight in it. Well, we see.
Tasman said, definitely not lucky. I ain't driving. LOL. They said that white paint ain't going to be so white. Oh my gosh, there has been a call out already.
Oh boy.
Charles laughed at it. But
yeah.
Definitely
Yeah, we're going to have to meet down in the pits, get the deputies ready, keep them separated.
Gonna be like the madhouse.
Well, I tell you, Tristan here, I mean, he's still moving back on up through here, but he's kind of boxed in with the 44 Mullins, and to his outside is the 36 of Creech. I'm not sure if he's got any more speed for him or not. It just appears to be boxed in, but I
want to know something. I want to know, is Tasman, is he Tristan Trentham commenting on the stream?
So, are you saying he's driving and commenting on the stream?
I don't know. I was just
Are you asking if that's... I don't know. There is no way that I could do that. So as far as I'm concerned, that's virtually impossible to do.
Well, you know these young kids nowadays, Tracy. They can do some amazing things. Great shot right there. No, I'm his brother. Okay, it's Tristan's brother. So we're gonna have to tell the deputies to not let Tasman 2865 into the pits because it might get a little squirrely, a little western with him and Jordan Corrin after this race. And I don't blame him because, oh my God, beating and banging going on. I love it.
Yes.
Who's the short track championship?
Yeah, Carl Prince and Dalton Creech. I mean, hey, that's what you got to love right there, man. Swapping a little paint, nobody losing control. You just kind of
They're still beating and banging.
Oh, yeah. These guys really put on a show here tonight for the finale at Five Flags Speedway.
Definitely. They definitely threw their I ratings out and their safety ratings on this race, for sure.
They sure have. And I got to remind myself I'm still producing here. I can't just stop doing that.
Watching.
Yeah, stay here watching the race. Oh, man. Oh, look, we got another battle going on up here with, I think that is Trentham into 59. Oh, man, even further up, yeah, in the 97.
Wow. Riley
oh, my gosh, and look,
the
here's Landon Brown moving up, getting around to 29 of Corrin.
Landon Brown trying to force that tiebreaker that he would ultimately win. Got to lead some laps. Can't just lead one lap and win the race. Has to suck up as much bonus points as he can. And I would imagine that is leading laps. Wouldn't you think, Tracy?
I would think so, yeah. I'm not very familiar with the point system.
I mean, if it's passing points, he's got about 10 or 12 of those, but I believe it's going to be up on leading laps. And the thing is, if he takes a lead, he can lead some laps and get some more bonus points because I wonder if it's 5 bonus points for every lap play.
I'm not sure, but I tell you, it's been interesting to watch these cars, drop back through pitting and working their way back up. Look, there's Mullins in the 44, and in that Trentham right behind him in the 59.
Yes.
And he's already moved back into the 5th position after kind of getting taken sideways a bit. And we've still got a battle going on here at the top 3.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness, man. I don't know which way to go.
Well, and then it's also, we've got this going on, Tracy, but as you look, who was behind Tristan Trentham none other than Mr. Jordan Corrin. So
This is going to get interesting. Yes.
Man, there's so many stories going on around the track. We don't have enough place to
Wait, my camera angle wasn't even wide enough to get it all. Oh my goodness. I guess we'll kind of stick up here maybe with the top three as Landon Brown goes in down low on the 21 of Klinghoffer. But we saw this earlier in the race. That right there is a hard pass to make. Even though you've taken the shorter distance, it's hard on those tires, and the guy on the outside is able to get the momentum off the corner.
But try a slide job right here.
Yeah. Slide job.
Slide job.
To quote Dale Jr., there's Landon Brown slid into second position. Now we're going to have to kind of hang in here and see if he can, stretch out the lead, or if that was, maybe an unwarranted slide job there. But he was definitely running on the 21's bumper there for a few laps. But right behind them, we've got Trantham again in the 59. He is closing in on the 21 of Klinghoffer, and the 44 of Mullins right behind him. So we may end up having a 5-car battle for the lead here shortly. And even right behind them, we got Jared Fowler and Jordan Corrin going to it.
Did you see that shot when Riley Duncan went down the backstretch? You could see the marbles flying off that car.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, that's telling me that this track is taking a lot of rubber and biting at these tires.
Oh, yeah, look at the marbles all up in the
wow,
up against the exterior wall and down low.
I was going to say, look at them all on the apron.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, with 20 cars and 4 sets of tires each, I guess that rubber's got to go somewhere.
I've never seen the rubber buildup, when we've done a race. But here, dude, you can see it clear as day. Of course, I'm guessing because it's a Hoosier tire. But, I mean, you can see how the rubber's been building up and how much this track is really biting at these tires.
Yeah, it sure is. I just wonder if any of these front runners up here, I'm not sure how many tires they have left in the pits. I know they've pitted several different times, but I'm not sure if they're on their final set here or not, because we're going to have 55 laps to go at this point. That seems like a full tire run to me, or close to it. But even so,
water.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what was the fuel range here?
Let me see. Norris said that he can go, I think 65 laps, 62 laps, I believe.
Yeah, so we may be looking at some green flag pit stops, if nothing else, just for fuel here, if it remains at this pace right now.
Norris said he can go 165 laps on fuel. That's what he said earlier. Of course, that could change nowadays. I mean, now with the pace this race.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we just take a look here? Let's start looking at some of these guys. Look, there's some last pitted 67 laps ago, 41 laps, 42. So maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
But the tires are about to come into play, because he said that what he told me was he can go 80 laps on tires, and we're getting up into 60s. So I mean, 20 laps, we should see some green flag pit stops. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Jared Fowler.
Oh, never mind. Our 8th blue line soft wash caution flag waves here at 5 Flags for the 8th time tonight on lap 175. So this just put a damper, as we take a look at the replay. See what? Hey, there's Chris Norris, just like we were talking about his strategy.
And
just blinked out.
Yeah, the 111 of Stephen Gary. I wonder if that triggered the caution flag, because it did It did throw an event, but you know, he just kind of warped out for a moment there.
Yeah, just kind of blinked out. But that's weird because I've never seen that with the blinker. Because, like, there's been so many blinkers, you know, when we've done these races. There hasn't been one, and everybody's coming into the pits, Tracy.
Oh, my God, look at all the rubber everywhere. I mean, it's up top. It's down low. It's in pit lane. People are picking rubber out of their hair out in the grandstands.
I know, right?
And look how dark that groove has gotten, Emmett.
Yeah. I mean, this track, it's eating that rubber like Sunday morning, like a Sunday morning 4-course meal.
Yeah, and I'm not exactly sure what happens when it rubbers up like that at this particular track. Is it going to make it, you know, give it more grip, or is it going to make it worse? I don't know.
Let's ask Charles Oberg. Maybe he knows.
Charles, tell us what happens when a track gets rubbered up like this. It's got to be easier on the tires. I'm just not sure if it's going to make it the track slicker, or is it going to have more grip?
Yep, we'll give him a moment to type in the chat and let us know. But 48 laps to go, Tracy, and Riley Duncan's your leader, followed by Cliff Mullins, Carson Klinghoffer, Jared Fowler, Jordan Corrin round out your top 5, and then furthermore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, because I think Klinghoffer there, it's been a lap since he pitted, not unless he just went in right then, but I don't think I don't even know if the pits had opened. Yeah. I'm sorry. I got so many buttons here I'm looking at. Sometimes I forget. I was looking at all the rubber up top, down low, in people's hair. I forgot people were actually pitting down there, taking on tires and fuel.
Yeah, so lights are off on the pace car.
And how about this? We got Riley Duncan back in the lead again.
And we're going to go double file, it looks like.
Yeah, I think after halfway, all the restarts are going to be double file. So we're getting ready to put some guys' skill to test, because with the pressure ratcheting up and the cars are closer together, you know, cautions are going to breed cautions a lot of times. So we're going to have to see what happens here. It's Riley Duncan. He gets a good jump going into turn 1, but we're side by side back behind him with Klinghoffer, Mullins, Corrin, and Fowler being your top 5.
Man. Yeah, look at these guys. They are racing like it is the last lap, but we still have 45 to go, Tracy, but they are getting after it as Jordan Corrin's going to shoot down to the inside, trying to pull the dive bomb on Klinghoffer, as looks like Cliff Mullins trying to get to the outside of Corrin, but not going to be able to make it. Riley Duncan continues to lead.
Oh, and there's Landon Brown running in 6th position. He's trying to protect the inside, or maybe trying to angle for a better position here. But to me, it just looks like to me at any moment someone can kind of stick their nose to the inside and try to root somebody out of a position.
So here's what our good buddy Mr. Charles Oberg said about the track. He said track temp will tell. He said hot track slick, rubber sticky. Cold track, rubber sticky. And then Just Hobo said, you guys are doing a great job. Thanks for talking about Oklahoma. Never knew I had roots there. That's awesome.
Yes, absolutely. And hey, Charles, look, I got the current conditions. We got 73.
Yep, there it is.
The temperature and track temperature 79 degrees. I'm not sure if that's cold or hot.
I think that's cold. It might depend. I think it's cold.
I would think it would be cold for a racetrack, you know, especially what we're used to seeing Florida down south in the summer series here, well over 100 degrees. As we see the 27 of Carl Prince looking inside of Landon Brown, trying to close in and get to 6th position. And man, we got some battling going on up here. Up front, we got the 29 of Jordan Corrin. Looks like he's closing in maybe on the 21 of Klinghoffer. Again, Carson, I'm very sorry if I mispronounced your name.
Well, we do have word from, I want to confirm, from our good buddy, once again, Mr. Charles Oberg. Cold-ish, LOL.
Okay, well, that should make for even more exciting racing then. Kind of like semi-racing on ice here. But, man, these guys are really putting on a show, man. I mean, just nose to tail, lap after lap.
Have you watched that before, ice racing?
Man, it's been a long time. The last time I saw that, it was back before Speed Vision was even thought of. If that tells you anything.
I watched it one time. You remember Lucas Oil on the Edge used to come on? And they'd have, like, all those different races, like the train races and the figure eights and everything. There's Carson Klingenhofer doing a great job trying to take the lead away from Riley Duncan. We got a train race going on right now, Tracy.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. We're getting close. Here we go. It's 29 of Corrin's. I don't know how much more patience he's going to have because he's getting some pressure from behind as well. He's probably going to have to start rooting the guy out in front of him if he's faster. But he has to be careful not to get rooted off the bottom line himself by the guys behind him. I think that's the 44 of Mullins. Because everybody's they're shooting for that one position. And that's out front. Right now, Riley Duncan. He started out, I can't remember, did he get the pole? I remember him running out front, and here he is at the end of the race. Yes. He's back out front.
Yes, he was our pole sitter. And Tasman said, "Pour in tears, Corin." That's what he said. That's, I guess, that's his new nickname.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know, Jordan, but
that's going to take out our blue line softball.
And how about that, Jordan Corin? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on you there, but I just saw it at that very instant. Jordan Corin sent the new fastest lap of the session with a 16.725. This late in the race. He's coming. He's coming.
Yeah, he's coming. And this will be our 9th caution of the night with 29 laps to go. Are you coming to get tires, Tracy?
I'm coming. If I'm out
Riley Duncan says no. Duncan says no deal.
Yeah, Riley's good enough. He can keep it out here with skill. I need some help. I need 4 new shoes.
Yeah, I need some help. It's not like I could go do it by myself. But anyways.
And look, he's getting a lot of help, too, because a lot of these other guys, he had a lot of guys that pitted, but with only 20, it's so hard to pass here, though. With all these guys that are staying out, man, there's going to have to be a huge speed difference on these new tires to be able to get around some of those guys that stayed out. Now, granted, some of them may have stayed out just like Chris Norris, Miller, Creech, Hobart. Well, I don't think Hobart will because he's 68 laps down, but some of these guys may be looking at getting a wave around and electing to stay out instead of pitting. But I don't think they can get the wave around. You can get the lucky dog. There goes Chris Norris. He's, is that Norris or is that Rutherford?
That might be Norris.
That is Norris. Okay. So Norris is getting the lucky dog. However, you can't get a wave around if the leader stays out.
Yeah, that's the bad thing. But that will put Chris Norris back on the lead. No. Whoa, hold on. Rutherford gets the free pass. So
yeah. Well, I could have sworn that was Chris Norris running around there.
That's who it was, but I wonder what's going on. But I just want to add, Charles Oberg says, do you guys think the marbles are tightening up the passing lanes? Yes, they are. As you can see right here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to run through them just for all the noise and racket that it makes inside the cockpit alone, let alone if it makes a difference grip in there. But I will say this, every time I've heard those marbles going all up in the car, most of the time that meant bad news was to follow.
Oh, man. Yeah, definitely, because you got to keep it. And right here, look at this. Roy Sprague is going around. So maybe they are giving him a. And look at that. Landon Brown has moved into the fifth position, excuse me, as the Lucky Ducks Motorsports green flag back underway here at Five Flags. So Landon Brown, Tracy, is the pressure starting to build as the laps keep winding down?
Oh, it's got to be. I mean, he's only got one choice for the championship, and that is to bring home the green flag or checkered flag. So he's got, especially with 24 laps to go, as my buddy Chris Golden would say, it is time to dig.
Look at that. Golden racing, 25 to go, time to dig. Oh, man, we love you, Chris, man.
But that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
but this is exactly what time it is, man. Whatever you've got in the tank, you've got to lay it out here right now. And you just got to try to move forward as far as you can with what you have.
Yes, and Tasman, we do bring up the top three for comment as we see Klingenhofer going for the lead. Going down into the turn. Carson trying to drive it in there. Can he make it stick going down the front stretch? Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Landon Brown has moved into the number 3 position. Meanwhile, Tracy, here comes Klingenhofer. He's going to take the lead away with 20 to go.
And that is very surprising. Klingenhofer is obviously, I guess, just he either took on some new tires or maybe had, well, of course, we did have Riley who stayed out, which,
yeah,
I can't really blame him for that because he's in the lead, and, you know, depending on how many other people stay out, it's just one of those things. Whoever's behind you as the leader, they're going to do the opposite of what you do. If Riley had a pitted, I'm sure there would have been a lot more guys that would have stayed out on older tires. But
and
man,
Riley's being like a traffic cone to Landon Brown, because Landon looks like he's clearly faster than Duncan on those fresher tires.
Yeah, and he's trying to fend off the 29 of Corin, and now Landon's going to be kind of having to take the outside lane. So those two running side by side is exactly what Klingenhofer wanted to see.
Oh, definitely.
15 laps to go now. I mean, everything's, I don't know, man. You just got to throw caution to the wind. You know, I hate to say that. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to do anything stupid, but whatever you can possibly do with your car, patience is over with. And that was that the 59.
That was Tristan Trantham, I think.
Yeah, that was his car right there. That's what he's doing too. You can't really blame him, man. You got to go for it. You know, you got to send it and hope for the best.
That's the thing, Tracy. It's all about, yes, you can be a cautious driver, but when it comes time for a championship is on the table, are you going to be able to make that move that could win you that championship?
And I think you got to be ready to pull the trigger. You don't want to do anything dirty, but at the same time, you know, you can't be scared to make a move that is there. And you can't be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings, because a lot of times that's going to keep you from a checker flag.
That's short track racing too.
Exactly right. That's the reason why we all love it so much.
Landon Brown is praying for a caution to just have a shot at winning this race as we hit 10 to go, as Carson Klingelhofer still continues to lead over Riley Duncan and Brown. And then you got Jordan Corrin sitting there in 4th. In 5th, you got Jared Fowler. Fowler trying to look under Corrin, but he just can't make the move.
He certainly can't. And, you know, we really haven't called out Jared's name that much tonight. So, obviously, he kind of had a strategy for the long run here. And it really looks like it's going to be working out. Oh,
And now that Corin has passed Brown, you got to be thinking Landon's like, what are you doing? Oh,
hold
my
on to it,
God.
Landon.
Whoa. He hung on to it, but he is super loose.
Well, he didn't reckon, but he did rattle his cage, but someone got wrecked.
And that'll be the 10th time that our blue line soft wash yellow flag will wave here in the Diecast Pro Shop. 225. So, Tracy, everybody needs to buckle up as we take a look at what happened. It looks like James Daring, just got, oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord.
Up and over.
Oh, my goodness, man. Holy cow. Bring out the life flight.
Is he okay? But
I'm not sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, get some safety workers out there immediately.
Yeah, these boys better reach up there and pull those belts tight. Make sure they're tighter than anything because, Tracy, this 4-lap shootout is going to be, well, for Landon Brown, this is the one shot to win the championship. Because I'm sure Riley Duncan, do you think Riley Duncan will pit this time?
At this point, his plans have already been made. His bed has been made. I mean, unless he's riding on a tire that's about to go flat, there's no way he can pit right now. And he's holding his own in second position. Unfortunately, I think Jared Fowler and possibly even Landon and Tristan have a little bit more rubber on their tires, and they're going to, I think they're going to have a little bit more speed than what Riley has right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, at this point, you made your bed, now you got to lay in it. Hopefully there's no fleas down there. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, for Landon Brown, what is he going to be able to, what is it going to take to win this championship? Are you going to make that move that could take you from, fourth to first? What is, are you worried about other drivers, how they're going to feel? Or are you going to throw those to the winds, have ice in your veins, and just go win the championship?
I think after Landon kind of got moved up and shuffled back a position, I think his attitude right now is going to be just stay as tight as you can and hope that these top three maybe get into something that you can kind of thread the needle on and come through with a victory.
Green flag, Lucky Ducks Motorsports. Green flag back underway here at Five Flags. So here we go, 2 laps to go. Klingenhofer hanging on. It's the championship battle we're worried about. Rutherford continues to lead. Here comes Landon Brown. He'll shoot to the inside of Bull. They both go around. Does the caution come out?
Wow.
No. So it's tilt to 5, 1 to go, and it's Klingenhofer. He's going to win the race for the moment. Let's see. Out of turn number 4, Carson Klingenhofer's going to win the race. But here we go further back. It's going to be Heath Rutherford is going to win your championship.
What?
Wow.
A finish. I do not know that I've ever seen a finish like that before. I mean, and on top of that, Riley Duncan almost got taken out for the second position. But I've got my screen is just lit up in red. And I'm going to try to go back here and see if we can, I'll just pick the first one and just see what happens here. Because that was absolute melee. Oh, hold on 1 second. I want to go back live. I told whoever wins, I want a smoke show.
Well, we got a smoke show with the field.
Well, that's true. That's a great point, Emmett. We got a smoke show, all right. Well, Klingenhofer, he maybe just give out right now because he did one heck of a job there.
Yeah. Oh, man. Heath Rutherford doing his celebration.
So Rutherford's going to give us a smoke show here.
And the Rocket City Trash Pandas, number 98, will be your champion for the GARS 2025 title. Wow.
Well, let's just take one more quick look here and see. Let's go back and just see if we can just see what happened in.
There
Well,
it is.
Well, Landon,
was
that's
the
showing him
victory.
the aftermath. So I'm gonna go back to this one then. And
Okay,
there's
so
the
there's
17.
multiple going on.
Oh wow.
So it all started with Jared Morris getting into, I mean, not Jared Morris, Jared Howard. Is it Jared Howard? Jared Fowler. No. Who was
Well,
it?
I'm gonna back this up because I remember seeing. Oh,
Oh
my
my God.
goodness. Oh, wow. I've never
So-
seen that happen before either. So we have,
Fowler,
yeah, we've got the 96 of Fowler, the 5 of Landon Brown, the 59 of Trantham, and 3 of Brown, and the 44 of what was that, Mullins? Yeah, Cliff Mullins. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to try to see if I can get this thing maybe to play at half speed here.
take a look right here. Here's the thing, though. So Fowler had gotten into Landon prior. I think it was on this lap, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
It was on this lap. Then coming to the white, Landon did not like that, so Landon got him back.
Yeah,
that was interesting. So
Yeah,
the
so
21.
there it goes right there.
97.
So Landon was trying to hold it down to 96. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I mean, I have never. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to save the replay on this one. There were so many different cars involved. I've never seen a car get.
Oh my gosh. Tracy, we'll give you some time to run down there and check on your nephew, because that was.
Yes, absolutely. And I think we may need to just make sure that he's okay. But I tell you what.
Yeah, put him in the chat.
Look at there. He just gets into the 96. And who is the 96? Gosh. That is, that's Fowler. Yes.
Jared Fowler, who got into Landon prior to this, remember, before the caution came out.
And
so this was payback.
Well, I mean, technically, Landon was as down as low as he could go, it looked like to me. But, oh my goodness, what a wreck. I got to save the replay on this particular race.
And Heath Rutherford, all mangled, is going to be your champion. Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable.
It really is. That is incredible.
We're going to have to look at that, because I was wondering, it looked like he didn't even cross the line until like way back after, when we were looking at whoever was on the front stretch. So the 21, that was who was on the front stretch? Not Klingenhofer. Yeah, Klingenhofer was on the front stretch, and it looked like Rutherford had just completed his final, came across for the checker flag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let's run down the results real quick before we get to our podium finishers here.
All right, so the GARS at 5 flags. Here's the results. Carson Klingelhofer is going to win the race. Our pole sitter, Riley Duncan, who dominated this race, will finish second. Third will be Jacob Brown after avoiding the carnage. Fourth will be Carl Prince in the 27. Fifth, Jordan Corn in the 29. Sixth, Bryson Miller in the 17. Eighth, Roy Sprague in the 37. And eighth is going to be Heath Rutherford, your champion once again in the GARS. And ninth will be Stephen Gary in the 111. And Tracy, who do you have from 10th on back?
Well, we've got Chris Norris, who ended up with a top 10 finish. Jared Fowler in the 96 car finished 11th. We got Tristan Trantham. Again, hope we're saying these names correctly. He actually finished in 14th. Landon Brown finished in 13th. Not sure why the software kind of has these numbers mixed up here. Got Cliff Mullins in 12th. James or Daring in 15th. Dalton Creech in 16th. In the 99 car, we got Austin Hobart, finished 17th. Noah Carter in the 83 finished 18th. Tim Throwbridge in the 74 finished 19th. Aiden Howard in the 4 finished 20th. And that will complete the field here for the final race, the championship race for the GARS Late Model Tour. And so just want to ask you guys to hold on a minute, let the producer and the broadcaster take a pit stop, take on, 4 tires here, and we'll come back with the podium finishes.
So stick around, folks. We'll be right back on Leadfoot TV.
Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs.
Okay, we're live.
All right, folks, and welcome back here for your post-race coverage of the GARS Championship race here at beautiful Five Flags Speedway. It's the Diecast Pro Shop 225 post-race, and I believe Tracy Brown has caught up with our third-place finisher. Tracy, who do you have there?
Yeah, Emmett, I've got Jacob Brown. We share the same last name. We haven't compared DNA yet. We may be related, not 100% sure. But Jacob, man, you got to be proud of bringing it home in third position tonight.
Well, I had to since I was the sponsor of the race, so
Yeah.
I had a lot of pressure there.
Yeah, that is a lot of pressure, man. You at least want to make it on the podium, that's for sure. But can you tell me, I mean, how do you feel like your night went tonight? I mean, we were watching you, kind of moving up through the field, dropping back through the field, and you just kind of timed your movements right to be on the podium here in third position tonight at the finish.
Well, I mean, the first half of the race went fairly smooth, and then we had a few cautions, and then I got turned like twice, which was frustrating. And then everything went downhill from there. And then lap 175, I finally got back on the lead lap. And then I was just kind of cruising back there, waiting for a big wreck, and got lucky with, I think there was a caution like lap 220 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a restart there, and I guess I executed it well. I just full throttled it through the big melee, I guess, and got third somehow. I was like Kyle Larson last week. Just got lucky.
Well, it was like me and Emmett were talking. At some point, you just have to throw caution to the wind and do your best and hope for the best. And I just want to commend the whole series, actually. I mean, this was a tremendous race tonight. Very entertaining. I had to be on my P's and Q's just to make sure that I could click the buttons to change the cameras and follow the battles, because there was just so much going on. There were so many different drivers kind of coming and going the entire night. But I would just like to congratulate you, man, on your third place finish. I mean, with this field here as good as everyone is here, I mean, that's very commendable. And I hope you're proud of yourself. And I'm sure appreciate you sponsoring the race as well.
Yeah, it's an honor. It was a lot of fun tonight. Had a fairly clean race, other than a few accidents. But that's going to happen with 20 cars at a less than a half-mile track. So I mean, that's just going to happen. I mean, it's short track racing.
That's right. That's why we show up, man, because that's very entertaining to us. And it was like I was telling Carter off air. None of the cautions that I saw was a result of anything stupid. They were a couple of these. There were net code issues that, or at least what I believe were from the video that we saw. And everything else was just hard, close racing. And it was even very hard to even assign blame to several of these incidents. So it was just a great race, in my opinion. And like I said, you should be very proud to finish in third position tonight with this group that you guys have assembled here. But Jacob, you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight? Any sponsors or anything you'd like to?
Well, I want y'all to check out my Instagram and X page, Diecast Pro Shops. Yeah, just trying to keep that thing going, I guess. Finally got my Instagram page back, so I had it suspended for like over a month for absolutely no reason. We got it back last week, so perfect timing for this race.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations. I think the last time I tried to join Facebook, they wanted a full body scan. So, I forgot to click on the sign up thing for Venmo. So now they want all my identification and everything before they'll let me join that, along with the other 12 million folks that are already on there. So I feel your pain is what I'm getting at, man. But again, congratulations, Jacob, on your third place finish, man. That was one heck of a race you guys put on tonight. And like I said, you got to be proud of yourself there, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you,
All right.
Carter, too.
Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna have checked. Riley, is Riley came in here? Anybody found him?
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Well, I tell you what then. What I'm gonna do there, Emmett, let me step over here and see if I can get a hold of Carson Klingelhofer. Is
You
is
got
that
it.
correct? Okay, all right. That's
Close enough.
well, I can get Carson pretty good, but I'm not sure about the last name. If you don't mind, can you pronounce it for me?
Klingelhofer.
Hey, that's perfect. I think that's what me and Emmett were saying all night. So we did pretty good there. Well, Carson, man, I mean, congratulations again. You I ain't gonna say you came from out of nowhere because you were in the mix all night long, but it just kind of seemed like to me you started off kind of running in the mid pack group, and then next thing you know, you're in the upper third group, and before you know it, you're into running lap after lap in the top three. Um, I mean, is that how you felt like? I mean, is that how you would describe the way your night went tonight?
Yeah, I would say that I kind of came in here blind, not knowing much about the setup or anything. I hardly got any laps of practice. I was just trying to get used to the car and seeing what the tires would do mainly. But at the end, it was go time. I wasn't gonna lollygag and mess around with everyone. It was time to get up to the front and get up to the front quick.
Hey, I understand that. Well, you certainly came right on up through there. I just didn't. I guess I wasn't able to foretell the speed that you were going to have there at the end. Like I said, I remember seeing the car, remember seeing the name. Obviously, you got a unique name, so it kind of stands out a little bit. But it was kind of like, we were constantly going back to you because it seemed like to me you were in constant battles all night long, but you just kind of moved all the way up. And hey, I mean, all the way to the front and brought home the checkered flag. Um, I don't know. Did you even get any kind of damage or anything? Not any wrinkled sheet metal or anything like that?
Nope, if I'm correct, I didn't touch a single person. Um, I was looking at the overview. I had 0 incidents this whole race, which is, if I am correct, the lowest incident count.
You are correct, sir. I was just going back through my memory, and yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the stats right now. You're the only guy with 0 incidents points tonight. So anyway, well, we obviously haven't been broadcasting every single race here, but I mean, is this your first win tonight?
Yeah, with this series, this is actually my first win. Last week I ran North Wilkesboro and got second, and then the week before that, or somewhere along the line, I did another race and I didn't do too hot. I think it was the top 10, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
still, it's better than nothing. So I'll get what I can take.
Hey, I understand that. Um, and I just want to let you know, I'm just looking here at the hood of your car. Just so that you know, and my brother grew up with a dad who owned a roofing business. And that might be a little segue into whoever you may want to thank tonight.
Oh yeah, I got a few good sponsors on this car. Um, well, a few good sponsors is my only sponsors, but I'd like to thank my main sponsors, Nelson Roofing, Nelson Designs, along with Megawatt Electric and J&K Lift Services. Without all these guys coming and putting the car together and just allowing me to get a ride to race, because actually, believe it or not, they help me out as much as they can with getting tracks and getting the cars and just getting what I need to drive. And even helping out with my subscription on iRacing time to time. I mean, without all these people, I mean, I wouldn't be here. So all those people I want to thank. I'd also like to thank my team, KW9. It's owned by Waylon Nelson and co-owned by Cameron Carden. Without those two people, I probably would not be able to race this league because I wouldn't know about it. And they're the ones that introduced me to it. And when I start something, I finish it. And I just work my butt off trying to get a win every time. that it's possible, and they motivate me to be able to do that.
Well, you definitely finished it off strong tonight, that's for sure, and I 100% agree with you. Anyone who sponsors you is a great sponsor. So just want to say again, congratulations, Carson. That was a great run that you had tonight, and you went up a lot against a lot of good cars out here. And to come out victorious, you got to be very proud of yourself.
Thank you. I am very proud of myself.
Good. Okay, Mr. Crow, Emmett Crow. I think you may be standing by with our championship points winner. Is that correct?
Yes, but first we're going to throw it to our league owner, Mr. Carter Crogum, to give out this beautiful looking trophy to our champion.
Close enough. It's Krogan. Heath Rutherford, as owner, chief moderator, and race director of the Great American Racing Series, I present you with the Season 2 Late Model Stock Cup Championship. You are the champion. Congratulations, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
So now, Heath, I got to ask you, how does it feel being the champion?
I mean, it feels good. Season was real fun for this being my first main league to run. I wish the points was a little bit closer because I was having fun battling Landon, but I don't know. I guess with just how the scoring is, consistency made a big factor, and I don't think I had one DNF all year. I don't know how many he had, but I know that was the main factor of me having the points lead.
So what were you thinking on that last lap when all that carnage was happening, and then you got caught up in it, and they kind of held you from crossing the start finish line, but we did see you cross the start finish line and ultimately win that championship. What was going through your mind though, man?
Well, the first 150 laps I was just saving, and then I don't know, I knew coming in I had a good enough points cushion to where I didn't have to drive like an idiot. And then, I don't know, I got in a couple wrecks, just stayed at the back and was just trying not to make anyone mad. And then that last wreck happened. I was just glad I finished the race because I gained like 5 spots off of people just DNFing. But it was just straight ARCA brakes out there.
So before we let you go, celebrate with your team and pop the champagne and every good stuff like that. Is there anyone you'd like to thank out there?
The broadcast crew, Carter for doing this, all the league stuff, all the drivers for driving clean, and Landon for having a good points battle. And yeah, I guess that's it. The race sponsor, yeah, and the diecast place.
All right. Well, we'll see you next year. Good luck and enjoy that championship in the offseason, man.
Yep, thank you.
All right. And with that being said, want to thank y'all for tuning in. For my co-announcer, Mr. Tracy Brown / producer, I'm Emmett Crow. Make sure you go check out Diecast Pro Shop on Instagram and Facebook. Tell Jacob I sent you.
I hate to do this to you, Emmett. I really, really hated to kind of step on you here, but I just want to double check before we sign off. Is there anything Carter would like to say as the owner of this league?
Yes.
Absolutely. Tracy, Emmett, thank you guys so much for covering the show. Y'all did a fantastic job with our Charlie Kirk from Boyle race. I believe Chris Golden and Chris Norris were calling that show at the time. This has been an amazing season. To have 20 cars out there and to run this clean is just amazing. I put in a lot of work into this. I built the setups for this. I do all the marketing for this and trying to recruit good drivers, bringing good drivers to the field. Heath has been a fantastic driver. Landon Brown has also been fantastic. And we've had a nice new influx recently in the past handful of races of some newer guys from some other leagues, and actually again to do a little bit of co-promotion with other groups. It's been a complete blessing, and I'm super proud of these guys. I'm looking forward to season 3, which will start probably the second week of January in 2026, and gotta give these guys a little bit of a break as we near in on Thanksgiving and Christmas. We just ran 11 hard races, and a few of those were twin races where they required to kind of be up a little bit late and be on the wheel and finish. We got a lot of guys on the East Coast, and I'm over here in Mountain Time trying to bridge the gap between work and trying to take care of this on the side. So every single one of these drivers, I'm super proud. I'm humbled as an owner. It might say I'm the owner of the Grand American Racing Series, but the drivers are what make the difference, and the people who come in and give you a little bit of money or a little bit of sponsorship or kind of help you out, they really make the difference. I'm just the guy who had the idea, and all these guys on track and both of you in the booth are the one who executed on it. I'm beyond humbled.
Well, I'm glad we're not doing video because we might scare off the viewers, especially I might. But yeah, thank you. Thanks again for y'all letting me be a part of this, doing this race. It was definitely an honor to be here. And I'll definitely be watching as that season 3 comes along. So we'll be looking for that. And Carter, keep up the good work, man. Keep grinding out there because you're doing a great job, man.
Thank you so much. We are the Grand American Racing Series. Our league ID is 12931 on iRacing. We are primarily active on Instagram. That's GARS _iRacing _league. We have a very active Discord with a lot of drivers, and just super thrilled. I'm honored. Thank you both.
No problem, man. All right. So with that being said, Tracy, what's your final thoughts about tonight?
I'm impressed. That's probably the best way of saying it, man. I mean, this right here is one of those races, even though it's on iRacing or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Man, I would have traveled, miles, hours to be able to sit in the grandstands and watch a race like this with this many cars able to run this close to one another at this particular track in this particular car. I just loved everything about it. I mean, it was. I know that there was a lot of things going on early on. I guess that I don't know. It just seemed like to me everybody was kind of lined up, maybe riding a little bit, but there was always a battle going on in this entire race. And man, the closer we got to the finish, it got so many different battles going on. We couldn't even keep up with all of them. And it's just very exciting, very, very entertaining. And again, would like to thank Carter Krogan for bringing us on. Emmett, I really appreciate you coming on here, buddy, and helping me. I'm a producer by trade. I'm not really a broadcaster or anything, so I really appreciate you coming over here and helping me out and putting this thing on YouTube, man. I think we definitely got our money's worth tonight, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And, it all worked out because, I got dropped by another series, another company. And, as it says, when God closes one door, another one opens. So it really worked out that I was able to be here tonight and work with you, Tracy. Of course, we work together. We have that great chemistry. But to actually get to call with you tonight and not have you, being a producer, it was really interesting, and I couldn't have think of another partner that I would have with tonight in this race. So thanks again, Tracy. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to Mr. Leadfoot TV owner about getting a plane chartered so that we can go to these great racetracks and sit in these grandstands. What do you say?
Absolutely, man. We're going to need to see if we can pull some strings there, see what we can do. Get some tax write-off tickets. How about that?
Yeah, Mr. Brown, we know you're listening because we see you in here. So that's our next plan is to get that charter plane so we can go set in these amazing venues. But other than that, with that being said, for my producer / co-announcer, Mr. Tracy Brown, I'm Emmett Crow. We're telling you to go see Mr. Jacob Brown at Diecast Pro Shop on Instagram and on X. Tell him I sent you for that 0% discount. But with that being said, we'll see you next season right here on Leadfoot TV. Good night, everybody.